to the Dialogue Internet Podcast Network and another episode of Annie's Adventures. And now here's your host, Annie Perez.
What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's podcast. We took a little break last week, but we're back, and I have some amazing guests. As always, I'd love for you to go and check them out. We got some different lighting going on today, so bear with us. We're going to get this straight. We're going to have some fun, and if you guys have any questions or whatever it is, ask in the comments, and we'll get those answered for you. But without further ado, let me go on and introduce my amazing guests. What's up, guys? How you doing today? All right. So we have John with Twisted Time Escape Room. How you doing today?
Doing well, Andy. How you doing?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are the new kids on the block on the west side. We're going to do a deep dive, but first I want to introduce, and then I got a question for you guys. All right. And then, of course, we have Rebecca with Brown Street Market. How are you doing today, Rebecca?
Hello, I'm doing well. Thank
yes.
you.
I love your market. It's freaking adorable. And it's like a taste of what do I want to say, like time traveling. Yes. You know what I mean? I love it. Right?
Yeah.
In Central El Paso.
Not intentional.
But it is. Yeah, it's like, it's our little tienda. I love it. Yes. Okay. So first off, let me go on at home. As you guys know, I work at Leo Marketing, Leo Marketing. We're a local full-service marketing agency here in Central El Paso. If you guys are ready, when you're ready to take your business to the next level, reach out to me. My number is 915-920-4388, and we'll set up a meeting. I can help you with your marketing. We are, like I said, a local full-service marketing agency. We can help you with everything from brokering and negotiating deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and OTT. It doesn't cost you anything to use me to do those negotiations for you, but I can also help you with social media, video production, graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, video rental equipment, video studio space, or just studio space in general, and social media influencing posts. So if you guys need any of that, reach out to me and I'd love to help you. Again, I'm here to help locals grow and expand. We look for clients that are looking to grow and expand. That's you out there. Reach out to me. So without further ado, I do want to start off asking each client, what type of marketing do you guys do? What works for you? Maybe what hasn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
Yeah, so we're really brand new. We just started up 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So we been on Facebook, Instagram, done some Google ads, and we're starting to get some people coming in. But we're so new that it's hard to say what really works.
Sure.
And that's why we want to reach out to you, Annie, and figure out what can you do for us to help us grow our business, get the word out there. Because you've gone through the room. It's an exciting room. People love it. It's so
fun. It is, we all had it was a group of 5, and everybody loved it. I was the only one who had been to an escape room before.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get into that though. But
yeah. And so that's what we want to do is we want to be able to figure out what's the best way for marketing our type of business to get the word out to El Paso so everybody knows that this is great to do. Right.
So and right now, what do you guys do? You're mostly on social media.
Yes.
Okay. So and that's where it's at. If you're not on social media, you're missing the boat. Right. So social media, and we have worked together. I've done a post for you guys as well. If you guys haven't checked that out, haven't seen it, go to my Facebook or Instagram, and it's on there. It's a lot of fun. And we saved the world. I'm just going to tell everybody you're welcome. We were able to save the world. Anyways, so thank you so much. And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
Wow. There's a lot to just really come up with a great business plan. And then even with that, if your business plan, it can fall apart real easy. You have to have your backup plans to try to figure out, so as things go wrong, how can we continue on?
Yeah.
This stuff is a small business. We're just trying to get the finances, trying to do a lot of things that most businesses, we don't have a marketing team. We don't have all the teams for that. It's just me and my daughter put this together.
Yeah. It's homegrown, and your marketing grows as your business grows as well, right? But just do the damn thing, basically. Yeah.
Right.
And I like what you said about the marketing plan, because those I feel like are always going to change. Like what you have in mind as not a marketing plan, but as a business plan. Sorry, we got to talk right into it.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. As a business plan, there's always going to be things that change or come out, so you have to be willing to ebb and flow and adapt and overcome, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
Well, no, you just gotta, have fun with what you're doing. 100%. You need to really enjoy what you're doing. Because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're in the wrong business.
Yes, I love it. Awesome, thank you. All right, Rebecca, and for you guys, what type of marketing do you do? Have you tried? What works for you? What doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
What really works for us is social media.
Okay.
I mean, this day and age, everything is on social media. There's times when we post stuff and my husband's like, don't post anything unless you know what you're going to do with it, because the next day we'll have people coming in and
asking for it and so forth.
Yeah, social media is a really big.
That's really good though.
Yeah.
And you guys, you're a market, so you have food and things like that. So it's a little different, but we'll get into. I'll touch base on that right now. And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
I would say have a good team.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of work,
yeah,
especially for small businesses. And then you try and do everything, and then you get overwhelmed, and then you're like discouraged or whatever. So it's better to have a really good team.
Yeah, and going back to connecting what you just said, having a good team, because social media, it's a full-time job.
Yes,
right?
Yes, it is. Yes,
and it's important to do it daily, and like you said, coming up with content and things like that. You may be like, what is it? But it's like all around us.
Yes.
Even when you're building a room or putting together a puzzle or something like that, it's a quick 15-second video on the stories or whatever. So what I'm basically trying to get at, El Paso, is if you have a business, any type of business, you're in sales. Any type of business you're in sales. So have your social media pages, post at least once a day to your wall, at least once a day. Post at least 3 to 5 stories a day. Okay, and I know it's annoying and monotonous and all that, but it is very necessary. Your organic reach at random, without putting any money behind a post, is less than 1% of your current following. Okay, so what that means is nobody's seeing your stuff. So don't get bogged down by thinking that, I don't want everybody seeing my stuff all the time and I'm flooding their feed. Don't think like that. They're not seeing it, okay? And if they are, it's because they want you, because they're going to your page and seeing it. And so it's in the algorithm. If they're going to your page, they're going to see more of your feed. It's because they want that. But the more you post, the more eyes you're going to see. And then when you start really playing with magic is when you start doing those paid posts. You can do boost posts, which at Leo Marketing, we don't really do. We don't recommend those. Go for it. It's great. It starts building your page's following a little bit. It's mostly talking to current followers that follow you, and it will trickle in some new people. The way we set it up is different. We mostly target people who do not currently follow you, so it's mostly pulling in new people to follow you, and it will talk to more of your current followers as well. Okay, and something to know is what works in El Paso will work everywhere else. What works everywhere else will not work in El Paso. What works in Austin, Chicago, California, Dallas, wherever, is not going to work in El Paso. We are on mañana time. That is very freaking real. If you travel outside of El Paso and you meet other El Pasoans, the first thing they say is mañana. That's how they greet each other. So consider that. We understand that at Leo Marketing. There's a different way and technique and everything that you need to do when you're marketing to people and how to talk to them. So again, post daily to your wall. Post at least 3 to 5 stories a day. If I do it myself, I recommend it. I tell you guys, I'm not normal. I'm not a normal business. My sole purpose here is to promote local businesses and businesses for you guys to check out. So I'm going to post 20 to 100 stories a day. You don't have to do that. Do at least 3 to 5. That's it. That's 45 seconds out of your life. I swear to God, we can all afford that. And it's going to help your business that much more. So that's just my tips and advice for you guys today. Take it or leave it. But if you guys have any questions or are interested in taking your business to the next level, reach out to me. So without further ado, I'd like to go on and start our deep dive. Thank you guys so much for your information there. It does help businesses. We have a lot of business owners or people who are interested in starting businesses following. So it helps them out learning but from the different guests that come on here. So first off, let's go in and start talking about Twisted Time Escape Room. How did this come to be? It's a family owned and operated business. It's you and your daughters.
Yes.
It's so cool. Your daughters are so awesome, by the way. I met all of y'all like last week.
Yes.
During a downpour. Yeah, I know. Yes. We came out and it was pouring. It was cool. After we saved the world. I'm always going to say that. After we saved the world. So I'm going to let you take it away. What got you guys started? Are you guys local? And like Rebecca mentioned earlier, like you still have a day job and so forth, because that's running a small business, right?
Right.
So take it away, John.
Yeah, so years ago we started going to escape rooms. Actually, my daughter convinced us to go to an escape room. We didn't have any idea what it was about.
Yeah.
We came out in there, we just absolutely loved it.
Okay.
And then from there, we've gone to I don't know how many dozens and dozens. Probably.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You guys are hooked, like addicted,
we are.
maybe.
So everywhere we go in the United States, we always try to find an escape room to go
so
to.
Fun.
So we just love doing them, and we said, look at El Paso. There's really not a lot going on in El Paso. We got to build something here in El Paso. So we started sitting down one day at the breakfast table, started brainstorming, coming up with puzzles, ideas,
so cool.
Pulled it all together, and built our first room.
Yeah. I love how because you started off by saying do what you love. You
Yes.
guys love escape rooms.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. And then you're like, let's open it here in El Paso. Are you guys from El Paso?
So originally not. So
Okay.
I'm originally from Washington State. My
Oh,
wife's
cool.
from Colorado, but we've lived here for over 30 years.
You're El Pasoans
So we're
for
El
sure.
Pasoans.
Yeah,
Your
your kids are El Pasoans.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
We've seen it grow immensely. So, I mean, it's just, and
Yeah.
I just love El Paso.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
I love
and
it.
things
I
just
love
keep on
it.
getting better and better in El
Yes.
Paso. So for here, I just think the opportunities are great.
Yes. Man, I'm sorry. I think, and I'm in marketing, and so I'm listening to you talk, and I just had on a friend who owns Relax and the Kick Social, and I can just see like you guys working together, maybe and like passing each other stuff, just because El Paso. We move bigger mountains together. You know what I mean? And if they're already interested in this, well, hey, they'll probably be interested in this too, right?
Right.
I'm gonna talk to you over there. All right. Sorry. Let's get back to business. Squirrel. So you're working with your daughters, and you guys are coming up with these rooms on your own, or how does that work?
Yeah. So there's different ways you can do it. There's a lot of companies out there that sell them, but there's a lot of money, and we want to try to keep things local. We want to say, hey, look, we built this thing from ground up. So this is not only locally owned and operated, but also locally built. We built this from the ground up. It takes a long time. It took us 6 months to make this room, but as you can see, I mean, it's an awesome room.
It really is.
So far, people coming out of there, they're excited about it. They're giving us a lot of accolades about it. They love the room.
Good.
Yeah,
I love hearing that. I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store. To see what you guys did with your first room and how you created it yourself and didn't purchase it like you said. That's really exciting to see what's coming, if that makes sense. Like it's a great first bite.
Well, and we're a little nervous about that because now that we've done such a good room, we're like, oh my gosh.
Oh man, step
the
it
sequel.
up.
How do we make the next room
Yes.
just as exciting? And a lot of it is just trying to come up with amazing puzzles that people love, and it has to be interactive. So, for example, a lot of people that are always telling us that what they loved about the room is it really engages a lot of people. It's just not one person figuring out something. You have to work together as a team. And those are the things that we love to do. Yeah.
And that's a great point. So a lot of people use these escape rooms as like team building exercises, or like going with your family. Or if you're on a date, or it's a really good way to see how people work together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or get them to work together. Or I can even see two people that maybe don't even get along, and by the end of it, they're like, oh yeah, we saved the world, you know. It really does bring people together in a unique way, and it makes them think together, strategize together. Like, did you get this? Oh my God, I saw this over here. It's just really neat, and then all these things are happening and popping open, and like, you're like, what the heck? It's just super cool. Yeah, surprises around every corner.
Yeah, and I love it when people are in there and they start screaming and yelling. We had a group of it was a birthday party. I'm gonna say they were probably about 14-year-old.
Okay.
And they were just screaming nonstop.
Yeah?
It was awesome.
It was a bunch of boys or
No, they were girls.
Oh, yeah.
So a little bit of that high-pitched scream. Yeah, exactly.
I can hear it now. Yeah.
But it's amazing when people are in there and having that much fun, and then we're a part of it. We built that. We brought that to these people to have such an amazing time.
I bet you already have a good waiting list. Some people waiting for the next one. Then, right?
Yeah, people are always asking, what's your next one?
That's awesome.
Yep.
And you guys are working on more right now. Like 2 more are in the mail. I think 1 or 2 more. I forgot what we talked about last week.
So we've been bouncing so many different ideas because we're trying to understand the market, and I know there's a lot of families out there that want kids. So our first room, Dracula, as you know, it's not like a haunted house scary, but it can be a little creepy, and so we recommend kids over 10 or 10 and older. And so now our next room is we're trying to think that how can we incorporate so you can have a little bit younger kids.
Sure.
But the problem is if you get too young, then they just, even if it's not scary, how do they understand the puzzles?
Right.
You know, so far we've had several 9-year-olds, and it was funny. I asked this one little boy. I said, "Were you scared?" And he's like, "Well, I'll tell you the truth, a little bit." You know, and it was just so cute the way he said it. But you could see the way they're pointing, like, "Hey, there's that, there's that." You could
they're
see
starting to put it together.
Working. Yeah. And
that's cool.
Yeah, but I think once you start getting a little bit younger than that, it's hard for them to grasp the concept.
Sure. And so, that being said, what are your recommended ages to start here?
Yeah, so it's really 10 and older.
Okay.
You know, and in our demographics right now, we're looking at, it's probably around mid-20s to late 40s. But we've had even elderly people. We had a couple show up with their grandkids. And I asked them if they were excited. They said, "Well, we're just here for the grandkids. We really don't want to be here." It's just kind of funny. But when we left out of there, they said, "Wow, this was amazing. This was actually fun."
Yeah.
So people in their 70s were saying this was
that's
cool.
cute.
Yes.
And like, you know, some people are like, we got to do something with the kids. You know what I mean? And,
Right,
and then they actually like have a good time instead of just going to like Peter Piper Pizza or go play on this ride, or you know, there's limited things. There are limited things for children in El Paso,
right?
Which is crazy because it's family-oriented city. Exactly. But there are more in the mail. It's more and more is coming, and one of them being a Twisted Time escape room. So I definitely recommend you guys, if you haven't already, follow them on Facebook and Instagram. How do they do that?
They just go to our Facebook with Twisted Time Escape Rooms, or also on Instagram. It's also Twisted Time Escape Rooms.
Okay.
And then from there is also links everywhere. You know, so you can go to our website, and then within the website, you can go down there and click on the Book Now button, and it'll show you all the dates and times that are available.
Okay. So, you know, super easy.
Yeah, so it's like the movies. You know, we have set date and times, and you just go there, and if it says it's available, click on it, and it'll walk you right through how many people you have, and put in your information.
That's awesome.
Too easy.
So now we did save the world, but we did have to have a little bit of help.
Yes.
And that is there for you guys. So you're not completely alone there. If you need some help, John's there to help with giving some clues. If you guys ever need them. Luckily, we didn't need too many, but we did have to. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest.
Well, you know, and like I said, we've done countless.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, we need clues.
Yeah.
So we have a standing kind of running thing that after 10 minutes, if we haven't figured something out, we need a clue.
Yeah, because you only have an hour to save the world.
Yes. And it flies by so fast.
It really does. Especially when at the very beginning, you're like, okay, where do we start? That's kind of like the part that takes the longest is at the very beginning when you're like, how do we start this thing?
Right.
You know? But then it's a lot of fun, and then things just keep building one after the other and to the experience, and you have to have this in order to solve this, and then I don't know, so many locks and keys and numbers and letters and everything. It's a lot of fun. Everything is a clue, and like you said, touch everything, right? Don't like not hard or anything. Just, you know, if you can move it with your finger or whatever.
Yeah, I tell people to use all your senses, except for taste. You don't need to taste anything.
No, don't taste anything. So we talked about how it's good for team building. We got our ages, how people can find out about it, why you guys started it. It's family operated. I want you guys to go out, support these local businesses. This is keep the money in El Paso, in our economy, our community. Support these dreams and goals. That's what we're here for. That to help these guys. They're here to help us have fun. Yeah. So, is there anything else that we want to mention?
Yeah, keeping it local. So we had to do a build out. Hired local contractors to come in, build up the walls, do all that good stuff. And then as you've seen the artwork, and it was in there.
Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
Blaster?
Blaster.
Yeah.
This guy's amazing. He went in there and he put up he put down Twisted Time, and he has this marker that pops out. It looks 3D. And I was like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
So every once in a while I'd watch him, and he's over there with the spray can just doing his thing. And I'm like, this is crazy how good these guys are.
The talent we have in the city is ridiculous.
It is.
So it's really cool to walk in, and the first thing you see is an El Paso mural on your wall.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, you can tell. I was like, that's Blaster for sure. And it's really cool because you said it's like 3D. So it makes a really cool photo opportunity for people like we're holding up the markers and stuff like that. Yeah. Is there anything else? I want to make sure that we don't miss anything. Is there anything you need or you're looking for help out there? This is this is where I ask these things. You never know.
Well, everybody needs help. All local businesses, it's very tough. Trying to do everything yourself, it's really tough.
Yes.
So we're always looking for people that know set design, coming up with different ways of doing artwork inside the room to make it look like it should look like. So, for example, I know we were joking earlier about alien themes and stuff like that. So how do you make something look like you're in an alien ship, or you're in a jungle, or in a Mayan ruin,
or in Transylvania or something? Right.
Right.
I get you. Very cool. Well, thank you so much. I think we got a lot of information. No, yeah, definitely. And anything that you're looking for, ask me. I'll help you guys out. Also, again, go to my wall and you'll find we did a post on them. It was a lot of fun. Everybody had a blast, and we all got to work together. And I introduced a few different friends for the first time. So not everybody knew each other when we were there too, which was even cool. It was a different, like I said, put people together and they're going to end up being friends at the end of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And then at the end of it, I'm going to come back around just in case we missed anything. Okay. All right. Thanks, John. Okay, Rebecca, how's it going?
Going good.
Good. Thank you so much for coming today. I went into Brown Street Market for the first time last week, and I kicked myself. I was like, geez, I can't believe it. Like, it's right around the corner from my office. But I did try to go like one or two other times, but you guys have been renovating, which is really cool. So I got to go in and see all the fruits of your labor, if you will. Okay. So go on, take it away. What's your who, what, when, where, why? Tell us all the deets.
Okay, so we did not set out to have a little market ever.
Okay.
It wasn't in our plan. We have a CBD business, and we do tattoo supply sales. So we supply a bunch of the local shops all the way from Lubbock, Amarillo.
What?
Yes. So we were looking for a spot to house that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And my husband has another office around Central. So we were looking in that area. We wanted a spot where we can move, because our older kids moved out of the house, and we're like, okay, let's get something small now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys live there too?
Yes.
Oh, dang, that's so cool. You got one of those shops.
Yeah. So we live on top of the market.
Okay.
We are, I believe, the third owners of the grocery store.
All right.
So it's been around about 100 years. It's a big staple, icon place.
Dang.
Central. We get stories of people that come in, and the first thing we ask them was like, okay, were you one of the people that kind of left without paying, or or did you pay, whatever. But everyone has stories about that place.
That's funny.
Place has kind of really adopted us.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we didn't mean to have a grocery store. It just was kind of like, okay, if you want this building, you have to sell groceries by the grandfather law. Or
wow. Interesting.
Yeah. In order to sell anything out of that business, it has to be run as a grocery store. So we're like, okay, yeah, that's
okay.
For it. I mean,
that's interesting.
We love to eat food. My husband likes cooking. We're good. Let's see how it goes. So when we bought the place, we're like, okay, like, how do we put our spin on it? So we have the tattoo supplies and the CBD, to the side. So with the food, we decided to, okay, well, let's do local stuff.
Yes.
Let's see how many local products we can bring in and help, because we're COVID babies. We bought it in 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're like, how do we help other people out? How do we, bring local stuff?
I love that so much. Yeah, El Paso's very lucky that you're the one who took over. You know what I mean? No, yeah, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got we're getting as many local people as we can, that have their little businesses on food. And of course we make sure they're legit, because everybody makes something, right?
Yeah.
So we do our research and make sure everyone's legit and has their paperwork together.
Yeah, that's important when you're in a business. Yeah, because that will fall back on food, you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we do that. We just support small businesses.
I love it.
It's really like the building itself has helped so many people.
Okay.
Like, with their businesses or with the stuff that they want to do, like like murals and just like different contractors, and it's just like
It's really cool.
It's the building. We walk in and we're like, okay, what are we doing today? Because we don't know what we're doing.
You're like, you tell me building. That's really cool. Yeah. And I can understand that where you guys are the new kids on the block or the new owners, but it has 100-year history. Yes. So them adopting you, I like how you said that. Like it's like, hey, you're the new mom and pop now.
Yes.
So this is that's very cool.
So the previous owner of the building, it was a specialty shop. It was a lot of Mediterranean food.
Oh, wow.
He's Lebanese.
Interesting.
So my husband and him, made an agreement that he would continue to sell or supply his customers.
Sure.
So we get all of them. And they're like...
Yeah, because I did walk in and I was like, well, this is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it is like the most typical bodega that you can ever walk into.
I love it.
Random stuff.
Yeah.
But I promise you it has a purpose.
Yeah.
I promise you it's there for a reason. But yeah, it's just like... It's a local, like, little bodega.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't used to seeing it because everyone's used to, like, Walmarts and big, box, whatever. But that's what El Paso was before.
Yeah,
I
little
mean, at
tienditas.
every corner you would have a little tiendita.
Yeah.
So people come in, they're like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of back in the day.
That's what I told you last week. Yes.
Of like New York. And I'm like, dude, this is El Paso.
Yeah.
This is how it was.
Yeah.
So
that's so cool. I love it. I love that you guys are continuing the tradition and it's family operated. So your kids work there too, or?
So right now it's just my husband and myself. My kids, like, they're all grown. We're old folks, right? So they're all grown out the door. But we do have some employees now. Finally.
Oh, good.
Like, we finally made the jump to we can't do this by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we got some employees, which is great.
Growing pains, right? Like, that's awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah, especially on stuff that you're used to doing. Like when you're a really small business, it's just you and whoever's working with you, and you do everything.
Yeah.
So then when you branch off, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, this is kind of
cool.
This
is nice. Yeah. What do I do with myself for 20 minutes? Yeah.
Right, and then back to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's us. We love it. We didn't mean. It wasn't our plan.
Okay.
But we love where it's taking us. Like, it's so cool.
I love how you said that.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, really you made it yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Or it made you, or did it make you theirs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever, it works. And so where are you guys located? What's your address and how do they find you?
The address is 1207 Brown Street. It's the big black building. I promise you it's not scary or you're not going to enter anything weird. It's a big black building. It used to be bright green, but now it's black. Central.
Great mural on the side of it.
Yes. So we have, I think we've got 3 different artists outside right now.
Oh, wow.
And then we're expecting another one, but he's also a tattoo artist. So we're working around his schedule.
Sure.
So yeah, we have a bunch of people and they're excited to work on the building.
Yeah.
Because it's
OG.
Yeah,
it's OGEP for sure.
Yeah. They're like,
that's awesome.
I want to work. I want to do something there. We're like, for sure. Whenever you're ready.
Rebecca, it's just fascinating. You guys still sell tattoo supplies, and you're like, now I have a market. Like, this is how what? It's so cool. I never ever would have guessed that's how, that's what led you guys to this. That's so cool. Tattoo supplies and CBD products.
Yes.
And you guys still have all that.
Yeah, we still do all that. Right now the tattoo stuff is, it's basically just housed there.
Okay.
It's a mobile sale stuff, so we just need a place to house it.
Sure.
CBD stuff, you can walk in. It's not like a smoke shop. You're not gonna
it's a bodega for sure. Yeah.
You can bring your grandma and she'll be comfortable with what you're buying.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't know how to explain it, but it's what is the word? Safe?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's safe. Yeah, you're not gonna walk in and find anything weird.
Oh.
But yeah. So we do the CBD.
Grandma approved.
Right.
Yeah.
We do the tattoo supplies and then all the food, Mediterranean food, and then just local stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people in that area. So they were used to what the previous owner would sell, and it wasn't a lot of Mexican stuff. Local stuff, everyday
regional things. Yeah.
So yeah, now people walk in for a can of tomato sauce or eggs and what is super super cool is that we see the kids coming in.
Oh man.
Like an 8-year-old, I just need a can of tomato soup, and
That's
that
cool.
Happen, really.
But remember back in the day, we used to do that, right? Dude, I used to go get milk, bread, and eggs and come back with change from $5 from my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I love to see, like the kid. And then after school, like they'll like come in and get their little snacks and stuff. I'm like, this is so cool because we kind of lost that.
Yeah.
Because like everyone's so like afraid, like no, don't let them go out.
Sure.
I love it. Like the kids will come in, and we know like our neighbors, and we know like, oh yeah, how's your mom? And like
that's so cool, man.
Super back in time.
Yeah,
it's really. Cool.
Like we were saying, it's a time traveling. Yeah,
yes.
and you get to become part of people's family and things like that.
Yes.
Just because you brought me these awesome goodies, so I just want to show off some of the cool things that you guys offer real quick.
Well, it's just something local. I just grabbed something because
I'm excited.
Food is my love language. So
you're speaking my language now, girl. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's just a local. She's a local baker.
I
and
love
then
your
just
logo
cute
too.
little
It's
stickers
beautiful
and stuff. And we had someone do our logo.
Cool
I forgot the name. Siembra's. She grew up here. She's local. But logos, marketing, all that stuff is so important.
Yeah.
Like,
it's your brands, right?
Yes, it's super, super important.
These are so cute. Thank you so much. And so like you were saying, if you guys have a business out there and you're interested in seeing if they could possibly carry your items, there is a process to go through, but go on and introduce yourselves to them, reach out to them through social media, or how do they do that?
Social media, you can like stop by. Yeah, however. Okay,
perfect. So reach out to them if you guys have any snacks or foods, or even because I know you got EP freeze dried in there.
Yes.
You guys even have like a meat and deli counter area.
Yeah, so we do sandwiches. So there's nothing really close by that area. So we started doing the sandwiches and drinks and stuff, just something quick for lunchtime.
Quick
and
grabs.
I mean, it's not like it gets it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets the job done.
Yeah.
If you're in a time crunch, it's not fast food.
It's nothing fancy. It's just good, quick yums. Yeah? You go in, grab it. You got a full belly.
Yeah, everything fresh.
Good.
We cut the meat right there. It's nothing, nothing's waiting for you. You gotta wait until we make it for you. But
I love it.
It's neat. It's really.
It is. I want to go and take my friend because you guys also have like a tea and coffee menu, right?
Yes. So my husband likes cold brewing stuff. So we have a hemp tea. We have my favorite one is a vanilla rooibos tea. It's a very like unique flavor here because we're used to like horchata.
Sure.
And, like, different
what is this?
Yeah. So when we tasted that, we're like, what are we like? What? But yes.
What does it taste like? I'm so curious.
It's sweet.
Okay.
It's usually like a hot tea, but he put it, on ice, and oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go in for that. What's it called?
It's called vanilla rooibos.
All right, El Paso, go try the vanilla rooibos. You cannot find it anywhere else in El Paso.
And right now, what he has going on is watermelon mint slushies. But it's
shut
like
your mouth.
Real watermelon.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's real watermelon. It's not like anything.
Dude, it's like almost 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's really
Go get your watermelon mint slushie
and it's
with fresh watermelon.
Yeah, and it's healthy.
Are you kidding me? I love this. I'm so glad I walked into your store the other day. Like, now I know what I've been missing out. Guys, if you have not at home been there yet, you are missing out as well. They're in central El Paso, right by El Paso Community College and all that kind of. Is that
El Paso High?
El Paso High.
Closer to
Yeah, El Paso High. Sorry. Go on and check them out. Take the whole family. They got something for everyone. Is there anything else we want to add? Is there anything you guys need or are looking for?
I don't think so. I mean, I could probably come
if
up
you
with
do,
something
let me know.
later.
And then also, both you guys, if you guys ever have anything and want me to help share it, just tag me in your stories and I'll help share it and help lead some people your way too. That's what I'm here for. Is there anything else we want to add? Did we forget anything?
Well, I'm glad you had me on because now I'm ready to go try the tea. That sounds great,
right? Yeah, and it's not far from you either.
No,
you guys are all around the same place.
It's a little hidden gem.
Yes,
we're there.
It's worth it. Go and find them and tell them I sent you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate your all's time.
Thank you.
Real quick, let me turn this around. talk to you guys, you beautiful faces at home. Real quick, just a couple businesses I want to mention. Don't forget, today is 25% off the entire menu at the living room. That includes food and drinks. Their food's amazing. I'm slowly but surely knocking my way through that menu. All their food is amazing. And I mean, $3 for hummus? Are you kidding me on a Wednesday? Come on. I go stock up for the week. I'm just saying. I suggest you do too. Try their pizzas. Then also Nature House has a show tonight. If you guys have not been, it's in Central El Paso. It's literally like a couple blocks from my house. It's in Matthew's house, okay? And he has a living room set up, and he has 3 to 4 bands. I think it's 1 or 2 traveling bands that are going to be performing. So check it out. It's at 3321 Monroe. You have to be in the know in order to go, and this is me telling you. So I hope to see you there tonight. 3321 Monroe, and tell him I sent you. Also, the lighting gallery, if you guys are needing lighting for your house, your home, your businesses, college dorm rooms, whatever it is, outdoor lighting, garages, track lighting, bulbs, whatever, go to the lighting gallery. They're having a huge blowout sale, and right now, like, they're practically giving everything away. So they need to clear that warehouse. So I'm telling you, the deals are there. You just have to go and get them. And of course, if you guys would like to highlight your business on Annie's Adventures, reach out to me, and we could do a featured post with a longer write-up, pictures, video, all that good stuff. And then we can also talk about having you on the podcast. So reach out to me. I'm here to help. If you guys need marketing, Leo Marketing, reach out to me. I'm here to help. And I'll see you later. Thanks so much for going local. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
You can catch all episodes of Annie's Adventures with Annie Bettis on most podcast platforms that you subscribe to: Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Ivy.fm, and TuneIn.com. And you can always go to DialogueEP.com to check out all our podcasts. Thank you for listening.